With the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Lowry. Got a man complete to Miller. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And right at a yard. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The ground, it's James, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They run it with James. Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9. Here's James. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. You talk about this Lions defense. This unit, 3rd best in the NFL at stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
On 3rd down, Lowry. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
James. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Second and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. James. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
He's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. And got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
Now Ward. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Lions had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Up the middle they go. Clemens, boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first. Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll look to throw here. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful.
There he goes, right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 73 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter. Second down and a little more than a yard here. They're going to try and run this with Miller. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's James. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Rams are able to stretch out their lead. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Back to throw here. Open man is Duvernay. A nice little juke. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on it, and they pick up a first down.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 13. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Fights loose. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
On first down, it's James. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 124 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
As always, no rooting interest here, but that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
Throwing on first down, Lowry. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. James. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
That was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within a score as the lead's cut to 8. Back out there to send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. It's James. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
The entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of of scrimmage.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Harris to return. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
2nd and 6.
That one complete downfield to Kirk.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
They'll set up to throw.
Short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Back to throw again. This is caught. It's Kirk. Touchdown, Detroit. Christian Kirk in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
And that's a terrific score. Now, what are we going to do here? Do you go for 2?
You know what the people at home want.
Everybody wants to go for 2. The analytics people probably want them to go for 2. I bet they kick the extra point. We've got a whole second half left to play.
Well, we get a look at it here, but hey, whatever the case, big-time play before the end of the second quarter. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
2nd and 9 now. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive in the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And taken right at the 35.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Lowry. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's James. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's James. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
153 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Akers is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A.
Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He'll look to throw.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Two yards to go, 2nd down.
Up the middle they go. Clemens taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions have cut it back within a score.
a very important drive. Of course, they all are when you're trailing in the second half. But what I really liked, they didn't panic. They knew they still had time to run the football and keep playing their game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
They'll try the left side. James. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's a run with Akers on second down.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tackles, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Third and 8.
Back to throw. Lowry. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 39 that time.
Now that one hurts defensively. They forced them into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. James. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
157 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's James.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
16 yards is the pickup there at a 1st down for L.A.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter in the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you can win with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
To throw on 3rd down, Lowry.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The throw right sideline here is complete. A 5-yard pass on 1st down and another 5-yard connection there. On the ground with Ward. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down, Lions on a pickup of 13.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Now a handoff up the middle. Clemens.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Just shy of midfield. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on third down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
The way with the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Second down and 8. On the handoff, running left is Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. On third down, Lowry. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up third. Here comes the Rams punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
Harris returning. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over first and 10.
Here's Ward. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's going to be caught by Kirk. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They come up with 1 timeout and the 2-minute warning to work with. Here's first and 10.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They run it with Ward. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. Got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
Quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Well, this feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down.
He's back to throw. St. Brown, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Lions have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown and congratulations and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
They'll look to throw, and this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
At this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
This is 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown, Rams.
Scotty Miller, 75 yards. And the Rams use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock, and they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw.
Able to find Melton.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Back to throw.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up.
This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how timeouts left? They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Throwing to start the drive. Lowry. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They took a big shot, just trying to get within sight of field goal range. But that was not to be, and now the task gets more difficult because you're looking at maybe 2 more plays here to give your kicker a chance.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. That's into the hands of Akers, complete.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, going to be tough to get 2 plays out of this. This could very well be it.
On 1st and 10.
Lowry, this for all the marbles. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's taking a big risk at this late stage. They're not thinking field goal, though. They wanted to leave no doubt on that one. So they took the shot at the end zone, but it winds up incomplete.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score.
So the Lions now, they'll get the first crack at things here in overtime as we are back underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal. We continue play. Well, he's got a daylight. It's a foot race. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of right after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
That one complete downfield to Kirk.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. Up the middle they go. Clemens. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They're going to look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer. I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Back to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon,